Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Superboy number 50, oh no, 68. So this is the first appearance of Bizarro. Um, so here we go. So, why does everybody hate me, Superboy? I have superpowers like you, I do good like you, yet you're a hero to them and I'm a menace. Great three-part novel, Bizarro, the super creature of steel. Superboy, The Adventures of Superman when he was a boy. So, presenting a complete three-part novel featuring the Boy of Steel versus the Thing of Steel. Chapter 1, The Amazing Bizarro. Chapter 2, The Runaway Super Creature. Chapter 3, The Battle with Bizarro. Help, that Superboy thing is going berserk. He'll wreck the town. Ugly, ugly. Actually, Bizarro smashed the glass because he saw his own reflection in it. He can duplicate all my superpowers, but his face is only a crude image of mine. At a laboratory in Wait, who made it? Or it doesn't say. And I think Jerry Siegel might have wrote some of these. I think I've heard. So, at a laboratory in Smallville one day, Superboy is on hand to watch an amazing scientific experiment. Yes, Superboy, I'm hoping my duplicator ray will duplicate this sample of pure radium. Hospitals need more radium for life-giving treatments, Professor Dalton. Will your process work? Magically, a moment later, it did. A duplicate of the original radium capsule materialized. But is the duplicate genuine radium? I'll test it with this Geiger counter, which clicks loudly when radioactive matter is near it. No clicks. Then unfortunately, the duplicated radium is imperfect and worthless. What's wrong? As another test, I'll try duplicating a jewel. After using the strange ray again, the duplicate jewel also came out wrong. It's melting like ice. My invention is a failure. Too bad, Professor. Well, I'll be on my way. But at that moment, oops, I stumbled. Oh my gosh. He grabbed the lever and the duplicator ray struck me, and the machine will tip over and crash. Swiftly, Superboy darts back at super speed when it exploded. I'll protect you from the flying pieces, Professor. After the smoke clears, to their astonishment. Great guns, look. The duplicator ray which struck me formed my duplicate. My word, your body and your uniform, it's an exact double of you. Not quite. It's just an imperfect duplicate. Just like the radium and the jewel. This thing isn't, alive, is it? Hardly, Superboy. Remember, it's made of non-living matter. We'll destroy it after we clean up the debris from the exploded machine. Fateful debris. Little can anyone foresee what a strange role this broken metal junk will play later. Odd. Why does the metal all glow now, Professor? Who knows? It isn't important. It's the end of my machine and I'll never make another. Well, let's destroy your, double now. But to their startled surprise, it's gone. But how could it walk off by itself if it isn't alive? Amazing. But then lifeless machines like cars can also move by themselves. Evidently, the duplicate Superboy gained the power to move. Let's look for it outside. Who me? Mumble. There it goes, and it can even talk mumblingly as if it has a mind. Well, electronic brains can think too, even though they are not alive. And as the non-living double stumbles away, overhearing Superboy's amazed comments, I'll fetch him back, Professor. Gosh, that creature is bizarre. Him call me, I mumble. Bizarro. Is that my name? But Superboy's pursuit is interrupted as his super hearing picks up a distant yell. A lightning flash stampeded the animals. They're escaping. Help! Uh-oh. My telescopic vision shows trouble at the Metropolis Zoo. It's a job for Superboy. I'll have to let my double go for now. Faster than lightning, the Boy of Steel flashes to the big city and, whoa, Leo, this steel picket fence will cage you for the time being. But the other animals scattered through the city. My job isn't over yet. Meanwhile, as Bizarro, the artificial Superboy, wanders on through Smallville. Me want look around town, want to make friends with people. Why, hello there, Superboy, it's nice to meet you. But at a closer look, eek, that can't be Superboy. It's some kind of monster dressed like him. Help, run. Wait, Bizarro not harm you. Why you scared of me? When Bizarro sees his own reflection of the plate glass window, oh, that face it, ugly, ugly. Soon alarmingly, me destroy ugly face, Look, that creature has the super strength of Superboy. It heaved a parked car through the glass. It's dangerous. We need Superboy. Where is he? But Superboy is still busy in Metropolis. And finally, a posse is formed and led by Professor Dalton himself. I feel responsible for that creature's existence. It's not alive. It's not even a monster. It's just a thing. Open fire, men. The way he smashes things proves he's dangerous. But look, bullets only bounce. He's invulnerable like Superboy. Why they hunt me? Me not bad. Why they hate me? Choke. Pathetically, the misunderstood creature flees. Me want to make friends, but people against me. Choke. Why can't me hide from them? In his imperfect imitation of Superboy's mind, a dim memory struggles to light. Me have secret home here. Live with adopted parents, Mom and Dad Kent. Me sure to find shelter and kindness from them. Mom Kent is busy in the kitchen. Is that you, son? If you're hungry, you'll have to wait till the roast is done. Possessing Superboy's memory, Bizarro discovers another superpower he can use. I'll light the oven. Yum yum, me can't wait. Me can heat up meat fast. Why, thanks for using the heat of your X-ray vision, son. I'll serve soon. Why not amuse yourself? Amuse yourself up in your room. Okay, meanwhile. Superboy would get a shock if he could see what happens in his room as Bizarro's X-ray vision discovers Clark Kent's secret closet. What's this dummy? Me see what inside of it. So Superboy robot. When Mom Kent calls her son to lunch, I have your favorite wheat cake, son. Eek! Mom, why you scared? You know me, Mom. Me your son. Don't call me Mom. I don't know who you are or what you are. But please go, please, gasp. She hate me too. My own mom, she turned me away, sob. Friendless, shunned, the pitiful creature flies out of town. Maybe people kinder out here. Me try farmhouse, me want a home like others. Door was locked. Me had to smash it. Hello, me Bizarro, you adopt me. I be your loving son. Oh my goodness, Harem. It's that terrifying creature we heard about in the radio flash before. What do we do? Gulp. Me hungry. Piss Hilda. We don't want to anger him and call the police. We'll pretend to adopt him as our son, until we can get rid of him. Later, Bizarro eagerly tries to be helpful to his father at his work. Oh, drat, my scarecrow pole's broke. Crows are stripping my cornfield. Me go fix scarecrow, Dad. But as Bizarro reaches the scarecrow, look, Bizarro, the whole flock fled in alarm. Just stand there, you're the best scarecrow of all. Everybody's so mean to Bizarro, he's not doing anything to anybody. Yeah, he's not being like, yeah, he doesn't really deserve that. I mean, he's just ugly. I mean, he can't help the way he looks. Caw. Me even scare birds, choke. Suddenly, an instinctive thought strikes Bizarro's mind how to best protect his identity. Me wear these clothes to hide my uniform. Now nobody can tell I am really Bizarro. To complete his disguise, Bizarro borrows glasses from the farmer and... Perfect, now me can go to school in town. Me look just like other kids in Smallville High. Poor creature, he thinks his secret identity will fool others. And back in town at first glance. Look, it's Bizarro! Huh? How they know me? Oh, me see, me careless. Walked too hard and left super footprints in cement. Otherwise me would have fooled them. Sadly discarding his useless disguise, Bizarro is back where he started from. Help, it's the Superboy creature. Now they all run again. Me never make friends, sob. Meanwhile, as Superboy, at last finishes his job and heads for Smallville, his telescopic vision reveals the alarming situation. Oh my gosh, it seems my imperfect double is causing trouble. Has he gone berserk? But Bizarro is only seeking one kind word, and in his darkest hour, a soft voice startles him. What's the matter, mister? Why are you so sad? I heard you crying. It's a pretty girl, but you not scared of me? Scared? Why should I be? Your voice is kindly, and I can sense you're a gentle person. She looked right at me, not frightened. Me have one friend at last. Oh, me happy now. Me go tell farm people good news. But as Bizarro flies away, Melissa, you know you mustn't go out without seeing your dog and cane. What heartbreak lies ahead for the pathetic super creature when he learns that his one and only friend has greeted him warmly because she is blind. See next chapter for this issue. So yeah, so this is an ad. Okay, there's an ad for Tootsie Rolls. It's fun for some, we must agree, to dream of treasures under the sea, but when it comes to fun for all, Tootsie Rolls Treasure Haul, a chocolate treat that can't be beaten because the fun is in the eating. America's favorite candy. I know they're okay. So Chapter 2, The Runaway Super Creature. Alarm grips all Smallville as Superboy's dangerous duplicate is still at large, impervious to harm or capture. When Superboy himself returns, can he prevent the unliving creature from wreaking havoc? And what further tragedy will the imitation Boy of Steel meet as he pathetically blunders on? Unwanted, unloved, shunned by all. Me like this class, me swing like boys did. Bizarro doesn't know his own strength. Super strength, that is. He's pulling down the whole trapeze apparatus. As Superboy returns to Smallville at nightfall, prepared to oppose his dangerous duplicate. Why, Bizarro's in the park lying motionless. Did something happen to him? No pulse, and my X-ray vision shows his lungs aren't breathing any air. Luckily, something stopped his lifelike activities. I'll bring his body to Professor Dalton for scientific study. The menace is over. Presently. Thank heaven, this thing won't cause panic in town again. We can all get a good night's sleep now. The next morning at home, Superboy has resumed his everyday guise as Clark Kent heads for school. Son, what a scare I had when the creature came here yesterday. He won't bother you or anybody else again, Mom. Clark would choke on those words if he could see into the scientist's lab at that very moment. Me had good sleep. Great Scott, Bizarro was only resting for the night. Both Superboy and I forgot his imitation heart wouldn't beat, nor his lungs breathe. He isn't alive in the first place. Stay here, Bizarro. You'll only cause trouble in the town again. Nobody likes you around. Oof. You tell lie. One girl, Melissa, she likes me. Me go find her. Still unaware that his friend is sightless, Bizarro finds her going to a special class for blind students at Smallville High. Me meet you when you come out, Melissa. Why, it's the sad boy I met yesterday who talks funny. On his way to class, Clark's Superboy Kent gets a super shock. Melissa, my friend, me do anything for you. Oh my gosh, Bizarro! He's back! My double trouble isn't over after all. When Later, when Clark is in his gym class, I have to pretend this medicine ball is heavy for me to conceal my super strength. Oh no, Bizarro is joining the class on his own. Before the stunned boys can move, me throw the ball now. But Bizarro is using his super strength without realizing it. The boys will be hurt. No time for me to change into Superboy. Crash. I'll use my super breath to make it seem the ball sailed over our heads. But there goes the wall. Bizarro tries other gym apparatus in childlike curiosity. Me pull handles. Yes, right out of the walls. Those screws rip loose and are spraying at the boys like bullets. Swiftly, Clark uses his remarkable X-ray vision to release a beam of intense heat that melts them in midair, saving the boys. What's next? Next is the punching bag. Why everything break? He's like a bull in a china shop. Maybe he'll listen to reason. You're wrecking the gym, Bizarro. You must leave, understand? You try to spoil my fun. You not my friend. He flung me across the gym like a sack. If I land unhurt, the other boys will know I'm Superboy. Clark uses his super wits to protect his secret identity. I'll use a bit of flying to swerve and avoid landing on the hard tile. Landing in the water will save me in a logical way. What luck, Clark landed in the swimming pool. Shame on you for picking on Clark. He's the weakest boy in our class. Get out. Nobody wants a super bully like you around. You no like me? Me go choke. Invulnerable to harm but not scorn, the confused creature sadly shuffles away. Why no one like me? What me do wrong? Sob. After school, Clark Kent changes secretly, having reached a grim conclusion. Bizarro doesn't really mean harm, but his super blundering makes him a menace. I must rid him of him for good, and Kryptonite will do. It's the one element whose rays weaken me and could destroy me at close range. Presently, after a flight in space, when planet Krypton exploded, the fragments became Kryptonite meteors. I'll fly through this flock of mixed meteors and use myself as a sort of Geiger counter. After cruising past numerous meteor swarms for hours, now I finally feel pain. I finally located Kryptonite. Superboy darts back to Earth, keeping an eye on his find with telescopic vision. I'll need a protective suit made out of lead, the only metal that can stop the radiations of Kryptonite. I'll borrow the material here. Shortly, the Boy of Steel is garbed in a suit of lead, and I'll have to close my visor now, too. I can't risk even one rays leaking inside my suit as I seize the Kryptonite meteor. Superboy must fly blind back to Smallville, using only his super ingenuity to locate Bizarro. Warships use sonar to detect submerged submarines by their sounds. I'll do the same using my super hearing to pick up Bizarro's footsteps. They're louder than any others. He walks with super force. Pad, pad, thud, thud. And diving like a super eagle, I'll hurl the kryptonite with super force, destroying Bizarro. It won't be like taking a life, for he's not a living creature. He's just a lifeless imitation of me, made of non-living molecules. But there is a super shock in store for Superboy as, "Oh, you playing ball with me, Superboy. Me catch. Great guns. He's immune to kryptonite." But I should have suspected. He wasn't born on the planet Krypton as I was. Therefore, kryptonite is as harmless to him as it is to Earth people. Now me throw it back at you. Superboy is taken by surprise as Bizarro flings the meteor at super speed. It split my sled and suit open. I'm exposed to the deadly rays. Oh. As Superboy blacks out and falls. Him go sleep, too bad. Hit me come back later when he wake up. Me like Superboy, maybe him play more games and be my friend, and if I make nice thing for him. What me make? At Sculptor Studio inspires Bizarro. His stone bust will go to the Smallville Museum in the honor of Superboy. He ought to be pleased. Me make stone face of Superboy. Will please him much more. Out of town later, the bizarre creature uses super carving methods on a cliff. Me found big rock with sharp edge for chisel. Presently, me finished when people see Superboy's stone face, they say me good boy. But fate conspires against the pitiful creature as a violent lightning storm sends rock-splitting bolts down. Oh, what happened to my carving? When the storm clears and the plane wings by on its way from Smallville, Bizarro again meets heartbreak when his super hearing reveals. Great Scott! Look, why did that super creature carve his own face there? It must be a defiant threat. He's warning us that he's our enemy. Oh, not true, but nobody believe me now. Me been wrong again, sob. Meanwhile, Superboy is discovered in time to be saved. I'll wrap the kryptonite in this scrap lead and start the radiation, Superboy. Thanks, officers. But what a problem faces me now. If kryptonite failed to destroy my double, what else can? Desperately, Superboy visits an army base nearby and... we'll cooperate, Superboy. We use all our military weapons against Bizarro. He might have some unknown Achilles heel, but how will you lure him into our trap? Leave that to me, and get your weapons ready, all of them. Later, as Bizarro disconsolately sneaks back to town. Bizarro, I've been looking for you. Will you do me a favor? Sure, Melissa. You, my only friend, me do anything you want. Bizarro is too dim-witted to notice it's a puppet of Melissa I made. Now, by using super ventriloquism to make this dummy talk, I'll lure Bizarro into the army's trap. Please fly me on a sightseeing tour, Bizarro. I've never had the money to travel. I'll tell you which way to go, which will be straight to the army camp. It jerked the invisible wires loose. I'll follow overhead. Superboy lured Bizarro here. That girl is only a dummy. Ready, aim, fire! Will the awesome might of America's military weapons be able to annihilate Superboy's dangerous double? Or will Superboy's plan meet defeat? See the outcome of the amazing tale and the final fate of Bizarro in the next chapter. So there's like another advertisement for Tootsie Rolls. Anyway, the chapter 3, A Battle for Bizarro. Is it a berserk beast, a runaway robot, a thing from outer space? Such are the frightened cries that resound in Smallville as the perilously yet pathetic creature known as Bizarro remains at large, immune to kryptonite. How can Superboy conquer his dangerous double? For this unliving thing created by pure scientific accident must be destroyed. Clang. I'll duel Bizarro myself. It'll be like 10 wars rolled into one. Me smash you, Superboy. Grrr. Will Superboy's plan work, luring his dangerous double into the military trap? Why you want me come here, Melissa? Because this is the target area I arranged with the army. Will that big cannon shell find some vulnerable spot in Bizarro and destroy him? Oh my gosh, the shell only split in half against his indestructible form. Thud. Huh? What this? The army unit continues running its running attack with the flamethrowers. Maybe they playing a game with me. You watch, Melissa, me have fun now. Great guns, Bizarro is talking to the dummy as if it's still alive. He still thinks it's Melissa. See, Melissa, me swallow flames and... Yipe, Bizarro shot the flames back, forcing the soldiers to give up and run. Fire also failed against him. Next, as a huge 50-ton tank turns at Bizarro. Hee, me like that, hee. Instead of crushing Bizarro, the tank's treads are only tickling him. And when the tank tries to leave, wait, don't go, tickle me more. Bizarro grabbed a tread and snapped it. The whole tank is being wrecked. I'll fly the crew to safety. As the war weapons fail, one by one, Superboy consults with the commanding officer. That super thing has wrecked half my military equipment. What else can we try, Superboy? An A-bomb, sir. Clear all the troops out of range. I'll be the bomber. Later, as the Boy of Steel makes his bombing run. Bombs away. It has enough power to wipe Smallville off the map. Look, Superboy. Me, throw ball again. Like before. Him, my friend like you, Melissa. Me catch and try to hit lamp in sky. Holy cow, if it exploded up here, the concussion through the air might travel to Smallville. I'll dodge and let it go on to the moon. Moments later, 240,000 miles away, and the next moment at a guided missile base in Florida. Great Scott! We were ready to fire our lunar missile who had hit the moon ahead of us. It's no use. Bizarro is immune to all weapons as well as kryptonite. Game over, I guess. We go home, Melissa. Wait, why are you coming apart, Melissa? Oh, Melissa, you hurt. You will die, sob. Good grief, how dumb can you be, Bizarro? Stop blubbering. That's only a dummy I used to lure you here. Jesus, everybody's such an asshole to Bizarro. Jesus. As the dull-witted creature realizes how he's been duped, he angrily attacks Superboy. You tricked me, eh? Me fix you. Maybe it's a good idea for me to fight him myself. Perhaps super blows will defeat him. It's worth a try. The steel cannon from the broken tank makes a super mallet. I'll drive his legs down into solid rock. With Bizarro thus anchored into rock, Superboy again wields the cannon and that'll makes him vibrate like a tuning fork. I wonder, will those super vibrations tear him apart? But when the imitation Superboy stops vibrating, bah, that only rattle my teeth. Now me get you. He's unharmed. I have a great idea. I'll use some super judo on him. I grabbed his feet and swung him in a circle. Now to hurl him a million miles out into space. When he's out of sight of Earth, he'll be too dumb to find his way back. Wait, he's making a big curve in space. What does that remind me of? Oh, he only came back automatically, like a boomerang. Me and my ideas. Superboy has reached the end of his rope. Thanks, Superboy, you give me a nice ride. I give up. Kryptonite military weapons, a super duel with me, they all failed. Nothing in the universe can weaken or destroy my dangerous double. But just as Superboy is bringing the bad news to Smallville, me visit Melissa. Now, oh, me feel pain. Losing strength, can't fly. Great stars, something does weaken Bizarro after all. Can hardly crawl. Just what is it that weakens him? It must be some rare element around. Here, sending radiations at him. I'll find and finish Bizarro off before he gets away. But after a frantic search, Superboy faces a baffling riddle. There's no strange metal or rare element around here at all. Some unknown substance affects Bizarro, but I can't find it. Me better now. Visit my friend Melissa. In the backyard garden where the blind girl spends most of her time. Oh, Auntie, the garden's too quiet at times. I wish there was a bubbling spring that I could hear. She is my only friend. Not scared of me like others are. Me make her wish come true. Eager to please her only friend, the pathetic creature uses super boring underground. Me see pool below with x-ray eyes. Me bore hole, let water bubble up. Later, unaware that the girl is sightless. I'll go on alone, Auntie. I know my way. Melissa coming this way. When she see bubbling pool, she be happy. Oh my goodness. There was never water here before, Glub. She walked right into pool without seeing it. Then she must be blind. Me never knew. Choke. Me save you, Melissa. Thanks, Bizarro. I know it's from your voice. Please stay and visit with me after I change to dry clothes. But the pitiful creature stumbles away, heartbroken at the cruel blow he's received. She my friend only because she's blind. If she saw my face, she'd be scared like me too, like all others. Me can never have real friend, sob. Meanwhile, Superboy has finally solved the mystery. I suddenly remember that a junk wagon containing glowing metal fragments went by as Bizarro weakened. I also recalled how he was first motionless at the lab, until the professor and I took away the broken parts of his machine. That glowing metal is what weakened Bizarro. It's quite logical. When the planet Krypton exploded, my kryptonite was formed from each of the fragments. Similarly, when the machine which created Bizarro blew up, each fragment of the broken machine became his kryptonite. Presently, as Superboy speeds to meet Bizarro in Melissa's garden. Sorry, Bizarro, I have to destroy you with this glowing metal for Smallville's sake. Besides, you're not a living creature. Don't try to escape. You going to kill me? Well, I not run away. I fly straight at you. Why does the creature of steel, fully aware that close contact with the glowing metal will destroy him, deliberately collide with the boy of steel? Blam. Well, the super impact plus the rays of this kryptonite disintegrated Bizarro into the lifeless molecules from which he was formed. At that moment, a strange miracle occurs in the garden below. That vibration in the air, it makes my eyes feel odd. Why, I can see now, my sight came back. Super wits furnish the answer. Sometimes the shock of changing air pressure when a plane dives can cure deaf passengers. Likewise, the shock wave of our super collision stimulated your optic nerve back to life. That is so weird. Anyway, I'm so happy I can see again, Superboy. Isn't it a strange coincidence that Bizarro's end should cure my blindness? Coincidence, I wonder. Did poor Bizarro somehow have one flash of super inspiration? Did he sacrifice himself for his only friend, the blind girl? I guess we'll never know. I never saw Bizarro myself while blind, but I know from his gentle voice he must have had a kind face. Little does she know, but I won't disillusion her with the truth. In her imagination, Bizarro will always be her Prince Charming for restoring her sight. Let it stay that way. I don't know, there's more to things than physical appearance. This story is really weird. I don't really know what to... Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. It's really bizarre. Well, yeah, bizarre. Yeah, bizarre. Yeah, like Bizarro, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think that's the last, yeah. That's the last one, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.